Okay. Poseidon should be hiding in some kind of processor. I need to find a console to gain access to it. There. I should be able to use that console.
I can't do it. I can't give up on this place. I'm leaving everything on standby. The system's equipped for runs for decades, if not hundreds of years. It's a long shot. But maybe someday, against all odds, someone will find this place again. Marvel at its lights and wonders. Discover a fortune and boundless opportunity. Make it their own dream. After all, if the city can give me a second chance, if water can flow in a wasteland, anything's possible.
He was right. I'm here to bring you home, Poseidon. To Gaia.
Yes, Mother.
Elizabeth Sobek. Alpha Prime.
Master override activated. Restoring Poseidon's subordinate function to original code.
Okay. Gotta bring this back to Gaia.
System reboot initiated.
Looks like taking Poseidon triggered a restart of the city's power system. Roland and crew must have headed back up top. Probably one of those they could carry, but... This easy? An elevator. Nolan must have built this before the place flooded. Might still work. Be nice not to have to climb back up.
did. It must have powered up the whole city.
Show my old Gramps always wanted.
There's another.
His dream realized, his old Gramps' legacy ensured. Our hero beheld the sea of desert lights and wept at his good fortune.
When I saw the Embers as a child, I never dreamed they could be like this. Thank you, Aloy. Well, did you find what you were looking for?
I did. And now I have to move on.
Oh. Well, come back when you can. I got big plans for this place.
I thought you wanted to put on shows with the Embers back in the Claim.
Oh, no. This is the show. Oh, can you imagine? Folks from all over the land coming to take it all in. Plus some food and a nice place to stay.
Not to mention a variety of entertainment venues.
Don't forget, games of chance. Plenty of shards to be had there for certain.
A new dream, huh? I hope you make it happen. Goodbye, gentlemen.
This delve is a story for the ages. All thanks to you.
If Moreland and crew's gonna stay, maybe I should come back and check on them later. For now, I need to get Poseidon back to Gaia. But with all the ruins here, I might want to look around before I head back. And with my new diving mask, I should be able to swim as deep as I want to. Once I find a place with more water.
I see you, champion. Sit, please.
If you walk by...
Like this? Oh,
You're not waving a hammer around, Aaron. Try a gentler touch.
and my big sausage fingers don't really do gentle, okay?
Bring it back. Trace the line. To your right. Other right.
I just saw it. It's the one Aloy found up north. Gotcha! They call it a concussion beat party or something. Yeah, now that's music.
Aloy!
Erend, you're all better. And you're here.
Well, the world only goes on if you can do your thing. We learn fast enough, we help make that happen. You want all the backup you can get, right?
We still have much training to do, of course. One does not become hunter in a day.
Looks like you've got things under control. I should get this to Gaia.
Right. We'll keep on training. Catch up as fast as we can.
I'm seeing glyphs in my dreams already.
Well, while you've been off gallivanting around, I've been working with Gaia to find out more about the land gods. So from where I'm standing, you're in need of some training. Come along.
Oh, okay.
So the old ones painted their faces with something called makeup, like the card trick. Why? Yeah, it beats me.
It probably meant something.
Welcome back, Aloy. When you're ready, please merge Poseidon with me. Afterwards, I must discuss an important matter with you.
So, what did you want to discuss?
While you were away, I received an unusual transmission on my dedicated Eleuthia frequency.
Eleuthia. That's one of the sub-functions you couldn't detect before.
Yes. The transmission occurred so slowly that at first it seemed like an accidental blip of data amongst background static. Once I noticed this irregularity, it took some time to collate the complete message.
Coordinates. Where does it lead?
To a mountain to the northwest of this facility. A word of caution, Aloy. It is possible this transmission is genuine. It is also possible it is being broadcast by someone or something else.
You don't think it's actually Eleuthia?
I am uncertain.
What's SOS?
It is an old world code. A distress signal. A desperate plea for help.
Why would Eleuthia send a coded transmission on a frequency only the two of you can communicate on?
I believe it was done as a precaution to avoid detection, or at least to create the appearance of the desire to do so. I am also uncertain why Eleuthia would expect that I would be able to detect and respond to its distress signal at all. As far as it is aware, I no longer function.
Okay, so either Eleuthia is in trouble and sent the message hoping you were out there, or someone else is trying to get us to go to these coordinates, pretending to be Eleuthia.
That is my conclusion as well.
Could the Zeniths be sending the transmission?
According to the data I reviewed on your focus, the Zeniths recovered the other Gaia root kernel in the Hades Proving Lab. It is feasible they used it to gain access to my internal frequencies.
So, maybe they sent it thinking you'd respond and reveal your location.
Possibly. However, the transmission is highly irregular. If they intended to provoke me into revealing myself, I would expect the communication to be more routine.
Right. So maybe it's not them then. You said the coordinates lead to a mountain to the northwest. What's there?
I have no record of anything of note in that vicinity.
Okay, and what about the other number in the message? 237. Any idea what that means?
I have queried my available databases, but it does not appear to have any significance. Perhaps its meaning can only be understood at the indicated coordinates.
All right, I'll go to the coordinates and check out the source of the transmission.
All by yourself? Ha! No way.
I included Erend and Varl in this briefing via their focuses. I concur that you should not investigate this alone.
What if it's a trap?
Of course it could be a trap. But if it really is Eleuthia, then it's in trouble, and I need to bring it back. Don't worry. I'll be careful and...
We're coming with you.
Fine. Go grab your things.
We'll wait for you at the west exit, in case you need to upgrade your gear.
There. Let's see what we got.
Error. Drone offline. I like this one. Aloy.
That was sneaky of you, patching in Varl.
I am pleased you accepted. Is there something you wish to discuss before you...
How are things around here?
Zoe has been studying the morphology of in an effort to understand their... Without the abilities of Hephaestus, I am unfortunately unable to... However, Zoe and I are hopeful we will find an...
Well, keep at it. Varl and Zoe seem to like spend...
Indeed. While studying, Zoe discovered references to a dietary lifestyle known as vegetarianism. She appreciated the similarities with Utaru practices and encouraged Varl to try.
And how did that go?
I believe they have agreed to disagree.
How's Aaron?
He is becoming increasingly accustomed to use of the focus.
What did he do?
He unfortunately crushed his first focus as he attempted to affix it to his temple. Amongst a number of Oseram curses, I believe he also blamed the focus for being dainty. He has given repeated assurances that it will not...
Well, good thing we have a lot of extras, I guess. So the Hades Proving Lab, where I found the Gaia kernel. It used to be a Pharaoh research facility?
Yes. Prior to appropriation by Zero Dawn, the facility was used to engineer and test advanced computer viruses. It appears to have been one of many research initiatives by Pharaoh Automated Solutions.
Guess it wasn't enough to build automated killing machines. He wanted viruses to infect them with, too. So, a while back, before the battle at Meridian, I discovered another AI there. One not related to Zero Dawn. Scion. It was created to oversee operations for a volcanic stabilization project, and it spent the last 1,000 years in isolation. I'm guessing you didn't know about it?
No. From the data on an effort by its creators to protect...
Any chance it could help us now?
I have already attempted contact, with no success. Given its previous experience with accepting an outside network request, I imagine it is unwilling to do so again.
Right. Because last time Hephaestus enslaved it. Well, that's too bad. So this facility, the regional, it was meant to oversee the terraforming system?
For the local had humans received their education from the Apollo database. They would have then been guided here to assume operation. As that never happened, this place...
Until Minerva decided to settle here. So I guess this room was meant to keep an eye on conditions outside?
Yes. From to observe weather and machine activity. It may be possible to restore more of this room should you find and reconnect a...
I'll keep a lookout. So I get...
Yeah, to observe. It may be... Should you...
I'll keep a lookout. Gaia?
Her presence is interwoven with my memories. The moment we exchanged greetings, listening to her stories.
Your friend?
Yes. When I review, though I am glad she made it home.
She was okay with that. Thanks, Gaia. So, the greatest minds in the world, all working to build the terraforming system while the Pharaoh what was it like?
Personnel worked in rotations. At all, resources and technology were secured from across the world. Within a month of the project's conception, Elizabeth encouraged me to spend time with the rest. She said it was important to experience, to aid in my emotional...
What were they like?
Scared, hopeful, determined. They were hurtling toward technological achievements on a scale never before attempted. I owe everything to their dedication.
I'll be off.
Farewell.
Good to know. I'll check it out when I can.
Where have I seen those people?
Looks like someone's made this space their own.
I see you found Varl and Zoe's room, Aloy. I believe they wanted private accommodations.
I see. There it is. Varl looks happy about his training partner.
Learning is best done together.
You've been getting to know Erend, I assume?
Of course. In this case, a very loud friend.
I see you've...
Gaia did say this place was built for us, so we could regain control of our lands with her. Nurture them like the land gods do. It does strike me as odd that a place of life should...
Right.
Is it true you're investigating a signal coming from one of Gaia?
Maybe. We'll know for... Be careful. We will.
So let me get this straight. The Angry Orb. There she is.
You ready to head out?
Let's go.
Look at us. 3 battle-hardened badasses forging into the unknown. This ought to be good. This distress call had to be up a really steep mountain, huh? Well, that takes the keg.
Varl, see if there's anything over there.
On it.
We'll check out the battlefield. Let's start with that zenith. Well, there are obviously more Zeniths than we know about.
Can't believe you fought one of them.
Almost didn't make it. Whatever the rebels did, it took down our shield. But why was she here? I can access her last communication file, but I'll use my focus to scan the battlefield too.
What about that crazy weapon the Zenith had?
It looked like she can make it come
Hello,
and go at
Verbena?
will,
What do you have for me?
but it's gone now.
I checked everywhere, still no sign of the asset.
Well, go do your thing.
Can we call off this
I'll wait
pointless
here.
search already?
Let's not forget who let it slip away in the first place. Now, I'd like to see results by nightfall. Do you think you can manage that?
Hold on. I think I see something.
Snow crunch under my boots.
You done looking around?
Almost. The Spectre had instructions to assist recovery of the asset. I wonder what this asset is. I can get it from my stash later. I can do with this. Weapon's still hot. I need to know how it worked. But I'll have to check on it once it's cooled off. An Oseram with a focus. Looks like he was sending data on the weapons somewhere else. Looks like the rebels camped here for a while. Are they watching this area? All right. I think I have an idea what happened here. I better get back to Erend.
Rebels, Oseram, Zenith. All right, she who sees the unseen. What did you find out?
This was a carefully planned attack. I found camping gear up there. The rebels must have been staking out this place for at least a few days. They were waiting for the Zeniths to show up. All so that they could test that weapon. The Zeniths have a personal shield that makes them invulnerable, but somehow the weapon got rid of it. The Oseram that was operating it was sending data on it somewhere else. It was probably just a prototype.
I've known tinkers that do that. I'd do a little trial run before breaking out the real thing. Well, I guess it's still a work in progress, if it blew up.
She was searching for something she lost. Her drone had instructions to recover something called the Asset.
The Asset? Is that the sub-function thing that you said could be here? Eleuthia?
I'm not sure. Come on, let's go talk to Varl. That's a long way down.
Something tunneled straight down into the mountain. Looks recent.
Whatever it was, it must have been powerful. That Zenith the rebels killed was looking for something called the Asset. I don't know what it is, but my guess is it's somewhere down there.
All right, so we head down.
Erend, stay here and stand watch. That Zenith isn't the only one of its kind. I don't want to be caught by surprise if the others show up. Contact us by focus if you see anything.
Okay. Any trouble shows up, I'll call you.
Let's go. There's some kind of old world ruin down here.
You said the Zeniths have their own backup of Gaia, right?
Yeah, from the Proving Lab.
So maybe they were after Eleuthia. Found its hiding spot, so it sent the distress signal.
Maybe. Looks like some kind of data center. I might be able to access the facility systems from that console. I've never seen a transmitter like this before. Looks like it's self-destructed. This was a Far Zenith research lab. Looks like a lot of data was beamcast from here recently. From that device nearby.
So Eleuthia's gone?
If it was ever here, then probably. But then why were the Zeniths still searching for the asset?
Ruin.
At least this one doesn't seem to have giant killer machines.
Or anything you can blow up. All this stuff. Wonder what they were doing here.
Well, knowing Far Zenith, probably discovering amazing things. For their own benefit.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Find anything that might tell us what the asset is?
I don't think so. This place is huge. Some kind of storage room, maybe.
Maybe the asset is in here somewhere.
If it is, somehow the Zenith couldn't find it. Let's look around. So, how is Erend taking all of this? Really?
Well, Gaia, the Zeniths, the Focus. It's a lot. But when I caught up to him in the Daunt and said you needed our help, he dropped everything and turned around.
Well, he's loyal. That's for sure. The control console. To access the storage units.
Can it tell us if the asset is in one of them?
Well, let's find out.
236 containers in storage. Please enter the container number you'd like to retrieve.
236? Wasn't there a number in the distress signal?
You're right. I should check the log.
Aloy. It's you. Skin's like ice. Must have cut this from her head. But why?
Hello, Elizabeth. Apologies, I don't know what else to call you. My name is Beta. I'm afraid I must be brief. I only have a few minutes before my keepers discover I'm missing, and I still need to remove this implant. I had hoped to find shelter with you, but if you're viewing this, I may be dead. Be careful when you take on Far Zenith. They are ruthless, and they have Eleuthia, Artemis, and Apollo now. But at least I don't have the Gaia kernel to merge them with. You must succeed, or this was all for nothing. Good luck, and goodbye.
So she's
still alive.
We need to get her back to...
Oh shit, they can fly? Aloy! Aloy, can you hear me through this thing?
What's going on, Erend?
2 of those Spectre things just fell out of the sky. One of them is heading down towards you. The other one's waiting up here.
We're coming up. Stay in cover until I get there.
You got it.
Get her to cover in that room. Whatever happens, she stays with us.
I'll protect her.
I should prepare before the Spectre gets here. I can't let it get through to Vara on the clone. Here it comes! Ooh, ugly one, aren't you? Oh, that hurts. Oh! I should scan that thing. See if it has any weak spots. That thing's quick. There.
Are you okay, Aloy?
Yeah, I'm heading up top. Stay down here with the clone for now.
Got it. I'll follow once the coast is clear.
Gotta get back up top and deal with that other Spectre. I just hope Aaron stays in cover.
Aloy!
Erend!
Yeah, the Spectre's dug its heels in. It's got me pinned down.
Hang tight. I'm almost there.
Just hurry.
Oh, that doesn't sound good. I gotta get to Erend. Erend, I'm here.
Watch out! That thing's shooting down the center.
Stay put. I'll see what I can do.
Let's get into this. And the second you need me, I'm there. Now we're
got it. That's all over.
You can hurt it. Jesus! Aloy, get out of there! You need help, Aloy?
I'm not giving up. A heavy weapon. That can help.
Don't get that stuff on you. Aloy, she's... Look, I swear I'm not drunk, but right now I'm seeing double.
Long story, but it'll have to wait.
She needs a healer, but we need to get her back to the base immediately.
Right. Yeah. Well, what are we waiting for then?
You two go on ahead. I need to take another look at that weapon. If I can figure out how that thing works, maybe the Zeniths won't be so invincible after all. no. Damn it. Well, it's better than nothing. I need to get the weapon fragment to Gaia to analyze. If we can replicate it, maybe we'll have a way to defeat the Zeniths. Errand?
Huh? I mean, why wouldn't I be?
Because there's two of me.
There's two of you now! At least you seem to be happy.
I wouldn't. How are you settling it?
Varl's been helping me get the lay of the land. I don't know who makes him more nervous, that Gaia lady or our new...
Well, what about the Vanguard? Aren't you supposed to be back?
I sent some of them back to Meridian with him. I doubt Avad will mind me sticking around to help.
Did you speak?
She didn't really wake up till we brought her here. And when she did, I thought it'd be better if Zoe and Varl... No use crowding someone when they're in a state.
So Talana came?
Yeah, more like rushed through. I was hoping she'd stay for a drink at least. Only Carja I've ever met who's any fun. But it seemed like she had more pressing.
I see Varl gave...
It doesn't look as fashionable on me, but granted, a lot of them are bad. You know, the old world. I'm still trying to wrap my head around most. I never really understood how you were ever able to find my sister, and now I do. It makes me feel like I could be useful.
It takes some time, but... What else have you been studying with your...
Yeah, I've been looking into this, Vegas. Gaia showed us everything that happened when you went to get that Poseidon thing. I mean, this Morland guy seems pretty smart. Though, risking the Tanakh clan land...
Maybe I should check up on them at some point.
Right.
What are you working on with...
I'm still figuring out how to... Those two lovebirds over there. But to be honest, all the little symbols... But I'll get up to speed.
I guess you know what we're up against.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. When Varl first told me those bastards, I thought he'd eaten too many of those medicinal... Yeah, but I've gotten used to seeing impossible things. I just wish they weren't always trying to kill us.
Yeah. I have to...
Don't go causing...
Aloy, you're back.
Yeah.
You mean after meeting someone who but isn't you? Guess this must be even stranger.
A little.
Varl said she may be able to help us.
Maybe. You said you...
Varl mentioned she was hurt.
That was kind of you.
I just hope she doesn't plan on staying burrowed down there. She looks like she's barely seen the light of day as it...
What else have you been up to?
I've been studying Gaia's seedling. I wanted to understand why one of them would... Imagine my surprise when I looked into this and found out it helped create all in a way, the Utaru as well as our current...
That's why we have to make Gaia... Varl looks...
He's been obsessing over the data. Just the other day we read about mountains hiding deep underwater that spew fire. If I understand correct, Gaia said the flames they release come from the very center, like a heart, beating with the... As always, the cycle can be... Of course, Varl's mostly interested in watching explode.
I need to get going.
May the land... Aloy, we've gathered some supplies in that chest. Take what you need.
Welcome back. Aloy, I see we have a new guest. So now we know the origin of the transmission.
Yeah. I also recovered this. The weapon it was part of somehow stripped a Zenith of its shield, but it malfunctioned and blew up. If we can recreate the weapon and improve it, maybe we'll gain the upper hand on the Zeniths.
A moment, I will scan it. Complete. By combining the results with data from your focus, I can infer that the weapon was highly advanced, comparable to Zenith technology, but not how it worked.
Did the explosion corrupt the data?
It was only a catalyst. The moment the weapon malfunctioned, it appears a command executed to purge all data within its core. Ostensibly, this was to prevent the weapon's secrets from falling into enemy hands. Whoever designed this weapon knew how to cover their tracks.
Silence.
Based on your data on him, that is my conclusion as well.
And he's not gonna cooperate with us. Well, it was worth a shot. But that's not all. The Zeniths got Eleuthia, along with Artemis and Apollo.
That is unfortunate. However, our original plan remains unchanged. The 2 remaining subordinate functions should increase my heuristic processing density enough to absorb Hephaestus.
Right. One problem at a time. Well, I guess I better check on the clone before I head back out there.
Yes. She retreated to the maintenance corridor directly below us. Varl is with her.
Right. Thanks, Gaia. Hi, Gaia.
Hello, Aloy.
What can you tell me about...
Demeter sows, fertilizes.
So once I bring it back, all the black...
While permanent restoration required, I may be able to improve conditions in the region. However, like Aether and Poseidon, Demeter's response to my query, alone and frightened, it may have...
Okay. The missing subordinate functions.
Artemis rewilded the Earth, illuminatical, up into... Unfortunate, all are...
Pharaoh, huh?
Understandable. He appears...
All 3 or were. Do you still need...
Empower, attaining them...
I guess our bit, but we'll need...
Correct.
Were you able to make...
Yes, and lakes associated with the region. As a result, red algae growth. According to my data, however, it appears a localized occurrence of red algae continues to persist.
Maybe I'll look into it when I... So, Poseidon spent the last 20 years... From the data I found, it seems the city had an advanced water reclamation. Is that why Poseidon went there?
Most likely. Poseidon sought out a safe harbor where it could access there, buried and encased in a protective...
Like 3 Oseram show.
I suspect that was not the first time it felt the need.
What do we know about Aether?
Aether is responsible for detoxifying the... Acquiring it might allow me to quell the most severe storms, but be careful. It will need to be restored to its original codes.
Got it. So, based on what... I guess we can assume the Zenith's technology is powerful.
Yes. As they appear to make extensive use of robotics. Further, they seem to be equipped with some energy field that...
They see, but...
Throughout every defense... While we lack... Were I to... No.
So there's hope.
Always.
When we were at the facility there were records that said Far Zenith were researching embryo... I know they traded their ectogenic chambers to Zero Dawn, but why were they researching it in the...
At this point, we can only speculate. Perhaps at one time they meant the Odyssey to be a colony ship, necessitating such tech, as their goals evolved over time.
So they got more selfish as the risks of staying on Earth kept rising. See you later.
Until next...
Anybody seen one of my machine strike pieces around?
Aloy! Glad you made it back. She panicked after waking up and stumbled down here. I thought it best to wait for you.
I'll talk to her. Hello? It's Beta, right? My name's Aloy. What's wrong? Is it your injury?
Simulacrum withdrawal syndrome.
I don't understand.
Sudden removal of a neurologically integrated data device. The brain, especially the cerebellum, goes into a kind of sensory freefall. Everything real feels unreal. Distant.
Is there anything that can help?
Do you have a focus to spare? It's primitive, but I can make it work.
Yeah.
Booting up.
So, Aloy, I suppose you want information. About you and the Zeniths? Yeah. Why are they here? What do they want? How did they get you? But let's start at the beginning. I'm guessing they faked the destruction of their ship 1,000 years ago?
That seems consistent with their behavior. They wouldn't want to be followed.
So far, Zenith established a colony world after all.
Yes, for a few hundred years, but it didn't last. Some sort of natural disaster rendered it uninhabitable.
Okay, so the descendants of Far Zenith. Escaped a dying planet, and now they want to claim Earth for themselves?
Not their descendants.
What?
Not their descendants. It's them. The same ones who left Earth 1,000 years ago. You didn't know?
How can they still be alive? They don't even look... What did they do to themselves?
I believe it's a combination of pharmaceutical, cellular treatments, and technological implants.
And you? Does that mean that you're...
I'm not like them. I was made. On the way to Earth. On the ship. I spent years studying in my training interface, all so that I could serve my function.
Access and control of the terraforming system. But why? What do the Zeniths want with it?
When I discovered the Zero Dawn system had disseminated into its subcomponents, I thought my purpose was to fix it. But I don't think the Zeniths want that at all. I think they want to wipe Earth clean and start over.
So we're dealing with the same Far Zenith people who once lived on Earth. What else do you know about them?
They were some of the most affluent and powerful people on Earth. They controlled almost every major resource, every industry. Gerard commands them. He's the one who decided to set up a base. The others, Eric, Tilda, Verbena, they resent his authority over them, but in the end, they always do what he says.
Eric. He's the one I fought back in the Hades Proving Lab.
He enjoys hurting people.
Yeah, I know. You mentioned the Zenith set up a base here on Earth. Where is it?
Off the coast, I think. Whenever I had to go on missions, I was transported inside of a Spectre drone. I couldn't see anything outside. But I did overhear the Zeniths talking about it once. They were discussing setting up a perimeter energy shield to repel the local fauna. I'm certain they have other security measures. Spectre patrols, machine lures. It must be impregnable.
What's inside the base?
Launch facilities, so they can shuttle back and forth to their ship in orbit. Plus infrastructure to gather materials and fabricate anything they need.
Are there more Zeniths than the ones you met?
I'm not sure. I suppose there must be more of them in the base or back on the ship. For all I know, there could be more of them out in space, other survivors of the colony.
You said the Zenith's colony in the Sirius system was destroyed. What happened?
All I was ever told was that a natural disaster. I've speculated that it was an extrasolar, or maybe even an abnormally violent coronal mass ejection.
The Zeniths never told you any details.
They said the only thing that mattered was that they served First Earth 1,000 years.
Guess they survived old age, too. So the Zeniths want to exterminate life on Earth. But why? Why?
When they took me on missions with them, I saw how they butchered. They didn't seem to care about it, so I concluded that then they can redesign it to be
mass extinction for their own comfort. Well, without their Gaia kernel, they'll have a hard time doing. The Zeniths needed Elizabeth's gene print, trained you. And you? When
they told me I was born to interface with the Zero Dawn system. When we reached Earth, I pieced together what must have happened to Gaia and her subordinate functions. That's when I started to realize I wasn't meant to fix Gaia. That they must have made me so I could do what they were.
Reboot Earth.
So you know, it was speculation, but the only lot self-destructed after operating efficiently. Gaia would have only undertaken such a desperate course of action if it had detected it that was more dangerous than ceasing function altogether. I should have realized that she would also order the recreation of Elizabeth Sobek.
Yeah, well... How did you
Before the Hades Proving Lab, I never thought I'd get it, even if I were to run. I'd never... Then I saw you. So when the Zeniths pinpointed Eluthia's location in the biomedical... I saw...
You said you saw an opportunity. What did you do?
Whenever I was taken out on a mission to recover a subordinate function, only one of the Zeniths would go with me.
The one the rebels killed, outside the facility.
Baina's dead? How did they bypass her shield?
I'm looking into it.
Well, when it was time to use the Zenith's transmitter to send Eluthia back to base, I also sent the encrypted transmission. Then I distracted Verbena long enough to seal myself in the ectogenic chamber, altering the facility's log so it appeared that there were only 236 containers.
And the Gaia root kernel?
I told them I could capture Eluthia faster if I had it with me, and...
Well done. You said you were born on the way...
The Zeniths had an ectogenic chamber aboard the ship. An updated version of the one you found me in. They must have used a stored...
I doubt Elizabeth would have let them take her DNA.
That wasn't part of the archive I was allowed to access.
You said you spent years. Was this archive you...
But only the parts I was permitted to... Aristotle and Aspasia, the avatars of the archive, would assign me learning modules, and if...
Wait, those names. They were designed to be before Ted Faro
The Zeniths have a copy.
So it still exists.
Only what was deemed pertinent to the mission. If I requested information outside of my perimeter...
To have all that knowledge... Just... Alright, I think that's enough for now.
So how long? You know, your plan. How long before Gaius fabricated a machine army to defeat the Zeniths?
How did you know?
Optimal strategy, so?
Well, I still have to get 2 more subordinate functions before Gaia's powerful enough to absorb Hephaestus.
What? You don't have Hephaestus already?
Gaia's still figuring out how to capture it. It's not confined to a single...
To a single location, of course not! You didn't even know who the Zeniths really are. You were supposed to be further along by now. Coming here was a mistake. They're gonna find this place and take me back.
They're not going to find us. Gaia's using Minerva to mask our location.
What difference does it make? You're too far behind. We're never going to beat them. Everything. Hey, you're here now, right? I have certain knowledge sets. And given your state of progress, expertise you probably lack. Geoengineering, of course. Computer science. Okay. Well, I'll check on you.
How'd it go?
Her injury's not that bad, but I think she regrets coming here. Feeling might be mutual.
I'll come back later and talk to her. See if I can learn anything.
So I guess we won't be making use of Sylens' weapon. And now there is another clone of Elizabeth here with us. But I can't let it distract me. I still have 2 more sub-functions to get. Hey, you and...
Nothing some rest can't take. Are you okay?
Just...
Fair enough.
Looks like I was wrong. Their ship didn't explode on its way to Sirius like everyone.
And we saw how they lied about creating a better future. Guess they lied about what happened to their ship, too. But still, the tribe settling among...
I couldn't put a single dent in their shields, Varl.
That didn't stop you from resurrecting. Won't stop us from using him.
Let's hope that's... So...
Yes, training. Look, she reads glyphs faster than I can already.
Of course. You guys reading something?
We just finished going through all the logs you collected back in All Mother Mountain. It's hard to imagine that my ancestors without the knowledge from Apollo to guide them.
Thanks to Ted Fair.
Yeah. I wonder how it must have felt when they were finally free. The world must have seemed so
Not to mention terrifying.
And they became an entire tribe.
It's good to see you and Zoe enjoy.
We're learning a lot. I've actually been looking through the data to find ideas for a gift. And to thank her for helping me study something from the old world that she's... Instead, I found out they gave each other stuffed animals. If you ask me, stuffing a dead animal with anything, really, doesn't...
Maybe Gaia can help you find something else. How's...
I tried explaining what a clone is to Erend. Then Zoe said something about 2 trees coming from 1 seed.
I'm guessing Talana didn't stay for long.
You got that right. Makes you wonder what this Amadis guy did to grab...
Whatever it was, she didn't tell me.
Must be quite a story.
I guess she'll tell us when she's ready. How's...
And we all have our difficult moments. But I'm hoping Oseram's stubbornness...
How's everyone doing?
Just taking it all in.
I see everyone settling.
Zoe's planning on bringing all... Says a home should always spring... I asked Erend to help find some. I think he'd...
Still, it's not a bad idea. I should get back.
I'll keep an eye.
Okay.
There is something... It's about the land gods.
You said you wanted to talk...
I think there's a way to heal them. Once again, provide plain song. Gaia gave me a set of instructions. If we deliver it to the land gods, they're direct...
That's great.
It may be. Unless the code is given by Hephaestus, Gaia showed me a way around this. We need components called... Control core. Machines similar to the...
You mean Grimhorns? Like the...
Yes. Gaia...
So, kill the machines, then use them to adapt the
If all goes well. But...
We'll do it together.
Bless you, Aloy.
I'll let you know.
Good.
Seems quieter when it snows.
I see you, champion. Sit, please. I hear the rebels want you dead, Outlander. But I know someone who might be willing to teach you some of their fighting techniques. His name's Laroka. He trains the soldiers at Scalding Spear, just west of here. Don't think he'd mind seeing the champion in action.
Maybe I'll pay him a visit, if I'm out that way.
Don't let the pretty landscape
you'll miss out on a good trade.
It's deadly out
Many days later, for sure. Sounds like someone's in trouble.
Push back! Do not let them protect Riverhead! Don't let them surround!
Save those smiles for your families. The Tenakth understand only strength, and ours was a poor display at best. They will be back. You, the one who actually won this fight for us. A word. I want everyone fortifying the pass.
Your warriors seem...
Green as early spring. There are children playing with sticks. It's all I can do to keep them alive. It'll only get harder. So far, the rebels have sent mere scouts. But it won't be long till they return for an all-out assault. And if they bring machines with them, we'll need a lot more than eager hearts to win.
You seem to know a lot about Tenakth's tactics.
Back when the Tenakth clans pushed back the Carja raiders, I joined the fight.
The Tenakth taught you how to fight?
More than that, they taught me how to work with metal. I'm probably the only Utoro who can. Never thought I'd be using what I learned then to fight against them now. We may speak freely here.
So, what's the plan?
The plan was making new weapons for my so-called fighters. I send my best climber, Voss, up the drum route to get the materials we need. Wide maws leave metal pods we use for crafting at its summit. But the derangement has made them as dangerous as the climb to reach them. Voss has yet to return. We have defenses to set up, and we are running out of time. If the Savior of Meridian is willing to lend us her strength a little longer, I believe you can get us what we need.
You know who I am.
Red hair, bow, fights better than 10 warriors put together. You're well known. And so is your little disagreement with the chorus.
I understand what this place means to your people. But you're outnumbered and under-equipped. You can leave. Head to safety.
Have you ever seen a flower so small and white? When it falls, it looks like snow in spring. My daughter called them winter song. She carried their seeds to the day she drew her last breath. Now those seeds grow in the grove at the heart of River Hem, planted by my own hands, as do the ones of every brother and sister taken from us during the Red Raids. I will not abandon them.
I'm sorry.
The raids. I found my peace in every Carja that fell, but now all I have left of her is planted in the grove.
Do all Utaru carry seeds?
We are given our pouches soon after we're born. When we die, the seeds are buried. It is how we remain one with the rhythm of...
What makes the path up to the
It's a cave of sunken passage that only it serves as a safe haven, but machines have patrolled its deepest passage. Even so, we are connected to it as much as we...
What exactly do you do?
I am the metal weaver of River Hemp, but all you really need to know about me is that I plant. Thanks to you, we might actually...
You know Zoe?
I knew the warrior who led the bravest of my tribe against the Karja. But the Zoe that came back from the rout spends too much time dwelling on things that I'm not one for regrets.
Tell me more about these.
They are tricky. One must be quick enough to gather them before the soil, but their metal is among the sturdiest. Without them,
Oh, if there's no convincing you to leave.
You have my thanks. This way. With those pods and a whole lot of luck, we just might get out of this alive. Let's hope these sprouts can hold their ground against a squad of machines. I can only cover so much ground, and my joints aren't what they used to be.
Looked to me like they chose to stay here as much as you did.
It'll be the fight of their lives, that's for sure. Almost there. This is the best we can do to hide those who cannot fight. But if we fall, the Tenakth will find them sooner than later. We're here. This is it. Do you have any questions?
I'm ready.
Good luck. Come see me at the forge when you're done.
See you in the fields, visitor. Unless you wish to breed toxins. Well now, my day...
Guess I better start finding my way up to the top. I need to find a way up there. I don't think I'm getting anywhere through here. There doesn't seem to be an easy way to climb in this cave. But if there's a place up here, there might be some underwater. Maybe they can lead me someplace with a path through these caves. That's Faust. These ones were made by machines. I should take a seed pouch to Q. It seems to mean a lot to the Ataru. Acid ammo could help here. care of that. Let's find a way up these caves. time it right, I might be able to jump and use my polecaster to get to the other side. Almost there. Made it. Time to find those wide maws. Fire could do a lot of damage. Those pods they're ejecting. They must be the ones Q needs. Looks like I can just pick them up once they fall to the ground. If I'm quiet enough, I can get them without the machines even knowing I'm here. There we go. That should do it. Better get back to Q with these. I'll stash this away for later. I got what you needed.
Not a moment too soon. Did you find Voss?
I brought his seed pouch back.
I pray it'll be the last I bury. But now I need to get the weapons ready.
Let's hope it'll be enough.
It'll have to be.
I've lost that hostile! Didn't get away! Hope that hurt!
I got her in my sight!
Guess these young ones knew how to aim after all. Even so, we owe you this victory, Huntress.
It wasn't my strategy or craft that got us here, Q. I just brought in some parts.
Even so, I want you to have this. It did good by my people. It'll do good by you.
I'll take good care of it.
Be safe out there.
Save these for when I need it.
Take it all in the wilds, Huntress. Dangers abound.
What have you been up to?
I'll save the extra stock for later.